Hey everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media, and welcome to a graphic novel slash Ollie's book haul. So most of the books in this stack today are graphic novels, but I'd noticed there is one in here that is not a graphic novel, but I got all of them from Ollie's, so I figured I would just put them all into one video. Not a huge pile of things here, but enough that I thought it was interesting to share. So let's get into it, guys. Let's not waste any more time at all. Let's dive right into my graphic novel haul from Ollie's. I guess I'll start with the non-graphic novel in this pile, and this thing looks awesome. This is called Stephen King, a complete exploration of his work, life, and influences, and this one is written by Bev Vincent. So, this looks super cool. It is a nice hardcover book. Let me get to the table of contents here if you guys can check that out so you can see everything that is within it. But there is so much here. It just goes through his entire life, like so many different pictures as you go out throughout the book. It is definitely a coffee table book, but on one of my favorite horror authors, and so I figured this would be really cool to go through. So yeah, just like after the accident from 2000 in the 2000s, and so yeah, just I don't know, this is really cool. So definitely a book I thought would be really cool for my collection, obviously being a huge horror fan and being a big Stephen King fan. So awesome find. I don't remember the price on this one, but I want to say it was like $10, and the cover price is $30, so that's pretty darn good if that's true. But yeah, really cool find. Hopefully this is one that you guys can find at your local store, because I feel like people watching will probably be interested in something like that. So Stephen King, a complete exploration of his work, life, and influences, written by Bev Vincent. Alright, everything else is a graphic novel, so let's start with this first one here. It's actually an R.L. Stine graphic novel, a part of the Just Beyond series. This one is Welcome to Beast Island. So I don't know, yeah, these don't have spine numbers on them for some reason, so I don't know which number in the series this is. I have read at least one, maybe two of these. I know my buddy got me a couple of these, or one of them, I don't remember, for like Christmas or my birthday one year. I did read it. I didn't love it, to be honest with you, but I figured this was like $2.99, $3.99, something like that. I figured I'd pick it up and give it a read because it is R.L. Stine. So yeah, I thought this was a pretty fun find, and one from Kaboom. R.L. Stine, Just Beyond, and this is Welcome to Beast Island. So I'll see which number this is and let you guys know, but definitely got to read through this one to see if it's any good or not. This one was pretty random and not something I've ever read before, but it's written by Tom King, who did a lot of the Injustice series, which is one of my all-time favorite series. I still need to finish it because I loved the first like 3 years that I've read, but I need to read the other 2 years. But anyway, this is Rorschach from Watchmen. And yeah, who is the man behind the mask? And so I think this one takes place after the like original Watchmen novel or graphic novel. Yeah, 35 years since then, I believe. And so I'm intrigued to see if it's any good or not. Ooh, you hear that? Boy, oh boy. The art on it looked pretty decent. And again, really the draw for me was just the fact that it's written by Tom King. So that's enough. He is excellent. And another hardcover one that was a pretty darn good price of like $6.99 or something like that. So really cool ad. This is, I'm going to say it wrong again, Rorschach by Tom King. This next book looks just beautiful, and it's written by Frank Miller. We have Superman Year One. Now, of course, Frank Miller is known very well for Batman. He's known for a million things, but Batman Year One is very popular. And so because of that, I have to check this one out. This is actually a little bit oversized as well compared to like some of the other graphic novels. But yeah, this looks very intriguing to me. The Superman who fell to Earth. So no idea really like what this is actually going to cover other than his year one, right? It's going to be his origin story, I believe, just like Batman Year One. I don't believe this one is quite as critically acclaimed as Batman Year One, but hopefully it'll be enjoyable. Superman is not a character that I adore. I'm much more a Batman person, but I'm thinking this one will be pretty decent given the talent behind it. So this is Superman Year One, written by Frank Miller. So there are only 2 more today, but both of them are Batman, and I think these were very cool finds. So the first one here is actually the 3rd part of the Dark Knight books. This is Batman The Dark Knight Master Race, and this is also by Frank Miller. And I have not, oh, look, I kept the sticker on there. This one was only $5.99. I forgot to take the sticker off this one. But yeah, this is one that I picked up just the other day, actually, because I missed it the first time I was at Ollie's. But yeah, this, I read The Dark Knight 2 years ago now, I think it was, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. And so there is The Dark Knight Returns, which I still need to pick up. You might see that in a future haul video, but for the whatever, well, $7, I wasn't going to pass up book 3 in that series. I think this is it. I think it's just a trilogy of books in the Dark Knight series. But yeah, very excited to read this. I will show some of the, oh no, I just noticed that there is some, well, that's all right. The pages are not perfect, but that's okay. So it's very, very minor. I don't even know if you can't see it, but it's very minor. Not a big deal at all. But yeah, the artwork on this looks great. Very similar to, oh boy, it's going to be very wordy. Oh, here, no words, very few words at all on that page, but going to be very wordy like the original Dark Knight and Watchmen was. But anyway, yeah, I thought this was a pretty cool find. We have Batman The Dark Knight Master Race by Frank Miller, book 3 of the Dark Knight trilogy. Last but not least, I was super shocked to find, but so damn excited. I found Batman Nightfall Nightsend, which is volume 3 of this trilogy. Now, I found volume 2 at Ollie's maybe a year and a half ago, and now I found volume 3. And this one was also somewhere around $7, $8. So I've read volume 1 in its entirety. I don't own that one yet. I do need to pick that up. I definitely will at some point, but I read that one, really liked it. I read about half of volume 2, and it ended up losing me. I ended up having to take it back to the library, but I do want to revisit it, but I'd like to start from the beginning again. And now I have volume 3 as well, and this thing is so chunky. There are so many issues in this. You're not going to be able to read all those, I'm sure, but you can always pause it. But yeah, let me put it in front of my face. That way you can actually see it. All the issues are listed right down there. So tons of issues on this. Really interesting series that it's been a while since I read it, maybe like 2 or 3 years. So I don't remember a ton of it at this point, but definitely one I want to revisit. And I was so excited to find the 3rd volume. So now I just need volume 1 and I'll have the entire Nightfall series in my collection. So very happy I was able to find Batman Nightfall Nightsend volume 3. All right, so like I said, not a big stack today, but I wanted to include these all in one video just because I was able to find them all at Ollie's for a remarkably good price, as Ollie's always does. It is so hit and miss when you go in there, at least for me, because like once I've gone through these, now it'll be another month, maybe even 2 months before I find something new that's worth picking up. But you never know. Ollie's are always different no matter which one you go to. So I definitely want to hit up the one out by my mom's house soon to see if they have anything cool as well. But have you guys found anything decent at your local Ollie's lately? Let me know about it down in the comments below, so maybe I can be on the lookout for it as well. But if not, let me know what you think about these books and any other graphic novels you think I need to add to my collection. Leave that in the comments as well. Thank you so much for all that support down there. I really do appreciate it. But that is it for today, guys. So before you go, if you could just hit that like button down below, that engagement really does help me a lot. So I really appreciate that. That is it. So enjoy your day, and thank you guys so much for watching. Before you go, I just want to encourage you all to consume some media today. I'll catch you next time.